around each of the senators' desks, but as I look around, I see 3 pages sitting in the front of the chamber with no cages around them. Page back here in the back with no cage around him. Staff standing around the back, no cages around them. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 members of the clerk's staff sitting in front with no cages around their desks. What they don't see also is that when members here have to communicate with each other, they simply back their chairs up behind these plastic partitions and cages and actually communicate face-to-face with one another. What I am puzzled by are a number of things. First of all, I understand that there is some pretty doggone compelling scientific evidence out there indicating that these cages that surround our desks are in fact counterproductive. What I further understand is that the General Assembly, the Commonwealth of Virginia, has spent a considerable sum of money to install equipment that circulates and recirculates the air pretty much everywhere except in these plexiglass cages that surround our desks. I am disturbed. I think that, last year we were here in the midst of a pandemic. We were actually not here. We were in the Science Museum of Virginia. And, back then we didn't have vaccinations. And I think we all were very concerned about the health and protection of each other. At this point in time, we've all had an opportunity to be vaccinated should we choose to be vaccinated. Some people may have elected not to be vaccinated, and that's their choice. And those are the people who are going to be most at risk. And they're the people who are going to bear the brunt of their personal decision, not so much those of us who have determined to be vaccinated. There are people around this chamber, like my 2 seatmates here. We don't want this equipment around our desks. I would hope that due to the consent and request of Senator Stewart, Senator Vogel, and I, that tomorrow when we get here that these cages will be dismantled and removed. It summons up many different images. I'm reminded of the ridiculous scene at the end of The Graduate with Dustin Hoffman hammering on the plexiglass window at the back of the church yelling, "Elaine, Elaine." We can do that. It also summons up images of Italian courtrooms and criminal defendants standing before the bar of European criminal courts. And those defendants are placed in plexiglass cages. Whoops, this one seems to be coming apart. I didn't do it. But like that. It may be that the cages were erected as a result of well-intentioned but erroneous scientific information. It may be that this is just kind of a reflection of the pressure that is being applied by many across the country to engage in virtue signaling, where when people are looking, we're doing things like wearing masks and sitting in plexiglass cages. But when people aren't looking, when the cameras are off, when food's being delivered, we're sitting next to each other, scooting back with masks off, just chit-chatting with each other. Madam Clerk, Mr. President, tear down this wall.
Senior Senator from Fairfax, Senator Sasslaw.
Mr. President, I want to applaud the clerk for putting up these glass mirrors. What's even more disturbing is looking over there and seeing not a single mask. And I would remind the Senator Obenshain that every one of these pages have been vaccinated and they're all wearing masks. So keep the glass up.
Do any other senators wish to be recognized? For what purpose is the senior senator from Chesapeake, Senator